Okay, let's test the audio and then we can get going again. A bit different time this weekend, but should be all good as long as we get it done. Test the audio and that works. So let me post the link in a couple of places and then we can get going again. Okay, that should be posted and let's get going. So, check if there was some requests. There was a question about indices, or more specifically S&P 500. So let's start with S&P 500. Again, now it is clear that we have again taken all-time highs on S&P 500. The January 2022 peak is now clearly taken, and we are still going up. I've got still a couple of ideas here overall. Bullish idea, one of them was this diagonal. And this is now at the very much extreme areas here, where I would be expecting this to start coming down, if this indeed is the right one. We should be seeing something like this. 1-to-1 extension of this move would still leave us not taking out these lows, but overall we would be expecting expanded flat here, because that is more common than the running flat variety where we don't take out this low here. So that is the bullish outcome. WXY is still on the table, of course, where this would be some kind of a wave. We still have these divergences in play, so we're going to be diving into these smaller time frames in just a moment. Then we have this. It's not really pretty, but again, it's possible. Something like this as an ABC, similar to the WXY count, where we are expecting a 5 wave to finish out here soon, and that should be done. We shouldn't extend too much further if this count is the right one, because we are still at those bearish targets at the moment. Let's add this to here. And yeah, we should be expecting this C wave. The first, again, this is another, again, 5 waves here. And what was the bull scenario? Well, the bull scenario had the issue of having this as an expanded flat here, or sorry, a running flat here in the way too. And on the Elliott principle, this is not possible. There is no such thing as a flat structure in diagonal. It all consists of a 3-way pullbacks. So which is again a WXY or a WXYZ. So a zigzag variety. There is no such thing as a flat in those, at least the original version. Nowadays, this to me is still valid, although there is again not too many of these visible, where this is the only option of labeling, right? Since again Elliott is subjective, there is multiple different ways of labeling things, and the way I want to do it is with extensions with the Fibonacci's, the extension tool, and also RSI, which gives me a bit more control and not just some structures. I'm not going to be saying that this is a WXY like this one, which I've seen some people do. To me, that is clearly not the right. And one of the reasons why is, again, proportions. Proportions to me is very big. With this WXY count, you would be comparing this structure to this. And as you can see, proportion-wise, that doesn't make any sense. This is more similar to this. So that's why we had this as an ABC at early points, right? And that's the reason we have even the Alt ABC count. Not this one, sorry. The WXY count, where we have this as an ABC, WXY exit coming down, and then another ABC expectation. Riven. We'll see if I can get any time at the end of the stream for requests, but first I'll just go over the list that I have. Nasdaq. Actually, let me go through these again, because I think there was some still. ABC. Which one was this? Yeah, well, ABC. This was pretty much the same here. Just a bit different pivots. So from here instead of from here. Yeah. Let's dive into this last leg here a bit closer. Let me close the volume here. So this is probably a third of something. A third to my liking. We can't really get a good looking of structure here. So let's just go to this one, as all of these counts basically are saying that we have a 5 wave here. So let's take a look at where that could be landing. So that would be, this even could be a third here, where this would be a wave 4 of third. Let's see, what do we have here? Let's get rid of that for now. Yeah, this was definitely a possibility here. We missed that 1.618 though here for that third wave. Maybe that is the third, fourth, fifth. This would fit the idea where this, if this was that third of third, because this would be the case then, and this would be sub-minute, and then we would have some, I don't know, this is pretty weird looking. And 5. But that can't be, can it? I mean, third is larger here. Third is larger than wave 1 with the extension to 5th. I guess it could make sense, but we don't have like a... There's none of those expected divergence there. Yeah, this is difficult, this part. Yeah, I'm not sure. Third of third fits into being that high RSI. Wave 4 something. 3, 4, 5. Divergence, smaller time frame. Pull back. The only issue with this count is if this is the wave 4, it's very similar sized or even smaller than this lower degree one. But yeah, I think we should be coming to a close very soon on this one. Couple of different variations. Either this is the wave 4 low or this one. If this is, then this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, it's possible that this 3 wave. This looked so much like 5 to the downside. We have divergence even here. We could have this as an ABC because we are getting into those 3 wave targets. Yeah, right there. And yeah, here as well. It could be that we have something like this as a wave 4, where this wave 4 would be in here instead. That is definitely a possibility. The issue with this count, however, is that this looked so much like a 5. And I don't really have anything to pair it up with. We would have to pair it up with this. And it's definitely not pretty. And then if we do that, then this looks more impulsive as the start of something new, right? The issue with this 3 wave as well is that we have we don't have any kind of divergence here because we don't take out this low. Nor does this have enough force to drive RSI below the previous lows here. So what we generally want to be seeing is this, breaking that previous low here. But yeah, I would be just waiting on S&P 500 now. Nasdaq, very similar. We had a 3 wave coming down, hit that 1-to-1 and got a massive bounce from it. We did take out the highs as well again, the all-time highs. And we got a rejection from there. I can't really say that this is a 5 wave. But again, we're way too small time frame for the indices, in my opinion. I think the 1 hour time frame is good for that, for these to be played, if you want to do that with Elliott wave. Of course, meanwhile, I had a trade inside here in a 1 minute time frame because I saw a 3 wave structure coming down. Well, I can show you the setup because I marked this down. We had a 3 wave coming down, and we took out a previous consolidation with force. We came down, and this was not the area I got in. It was the next bounce here when I saw a 3 wave structure, and I got in here against this low here. And as the expectation was that we were looking for this kind of move, taking out these first, these highs with this red line, that's TP, and then let the rest ride a bit. And I think I closed the rest here. But yeah, definitely was a decent trade. But yeah, let's take a look at the actual counts, if I can find any. The BXYZ down, and then we had this ABC, A, B, and then looking for that C wave up. Let's hide that. This is part of everything. Well, on here again, potential 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking for 5th. The issue with this one is that we already had this. This is a potential wave 1, 2. With that expanded flat. So probably this would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this is starting to actually come down now, we would probably use this as 3 wave, 3 wave, and then another 3 wave, which does not really fit into wave 2 either, especially as it is this large in time. This size in time again fits more into being a wave 4 of something instead. So because in time this is most likely going to be larger than the previous wave 4 here, so it would have to come back here or all the way up in here. Most likely is going to be the fact that this is actually 3-4. If we get this kind of move here, potentially take out the previous low and then get another impulsive structure and look for that long setup upwards, and that should be the last leg. But again, a couple different variations here. If we are impulsive down, it doesn't mean again that we should be longing every retracement upwards. Sorry, we don't need to be shorting every retracement, because this is still possible, where this is an ABC flat or expand flat, which is just a correction of the previous move, right? Hopefully that makes sense. Russell. Let's see, what did we have? We did hit that 1-to-1 extension for that A, B, and C. Then we came down. There is also this possibility of this being a diagonal, and we just go bull, and this being a 3-wave. I think this was not hitting the 0.618. Oh, it actually was to the dot. Okay. That's interesting. This actually might have been an interesting area for a short. Let's see in a bit smaller time frame here. Yeah, it's not very pretty. This could be a triangle though. A, B, C, D, E. Looking at RSI is definitely not agreeing with that triangle idea. Yeah, also hitting the 0.618 only here. But it is possible, I guess, to have this as some kind of 3-wave finished already, and then we would be getting continuation of this move here. That would give us a 3-wave move, and if this indeed is a diagonal to the upside, this would be most likely the wave 1 of that 5th, at least, or potential 5th. But this looks very good already as a completion. Let's see, we had a potential wave X here. ABC, that's potentially done. It would fit very well that we have this as the start of the whole move, 3 ways up and then continuation to the downside. Very overlapping structure as we are expecting wave Y. So that is again in 3 waves. Let's go to the watch list. I haven't taken a look at silver for a bit. So this was the expectation. We never got that C wave. I think I tried to actually play this setup here. This here. Longing somewhere. And then getting stopped. Because this was very, very good looking 5. Or V cut. On gold, we would have just tagged in to that play here, which was Tuesday to 13th. So that is still on the table for gold. Oh well. Tesla, we'll see if this is actually doing something. We have so many things on Tesla that could be coming down or could be happening, as we have not really created too many great looking structures. This being a 3-wave, pretty clear. However, if you want to be mega bulls, 1 2 1 2, or however low this comes down to, maybe here you could be taking a small bet against the low. If this indeed is an ABC, then we would break this low. If it is a 1 2 1 2, then you would not be breaking this low and you would be safe against the low. I might be doing that if we get a 1-to-1 touch here. I'll just set the alert a bit higher. The easiest way, or the best way I guess, would be to wait for a reaction around the 1-to-1. Look for a move and a retracement. If that is happening, then you would be longing against this low. But at this point, as this retracement is kind of deep, it would be pretty much the same invalidation size-wise as this one. However, you kind of want to be seeing some kind of strength in the markets, right? Some kind of move upside before you just long and not try to catch the knife. But of course, it's just based on your own strategies if you want to be doing that or not. Meta, still on the sideways ways going. Not really interesting. Baba, nothing. Jimmy, I don't like to look at that. Getting those divergences again. Now here on Netflix, we had some here as well. But again, those did not really play too well. and yeah, we'll see what this mess is going to become. I'm not quite sure. We just gotta wait. Boeing. I have alerts above. If we climb up higher in some kind of 3 ways, I want to get some kind of info on that. At the moment, this looks more like a 3-wave structure, where we would have some kind of structure like that, most likely lower than what we had here. So again, that's why alerts above this high, and then looking for downwards again. Coinbase highs, local highs, well, couple year highs, I guess. I'm not quite sure structure wise what this is. Apple had a chance here as well. The issue with this one was that we had a very impulsive move, to the downside, which was most likely the C wave of this move, and then impulsive move to the upside here, and then again 1 2 3 4 5, a potential impulsive move to the downside. So one of these is not an impulsive structure, most likely, because again this was so large. Of course, this could do something like that, 3-wave up, then 1 2 3 4 5, create a zigzag here, and then we would be getting continuation for this move. But again, as the retracement is so low, I'm not quite sure what to think of this. I wouldn't trade this. ARC, 3-wave here, potentially 3-wave here. Or is this some kind of diagonal? We can remove that one. Well, it obviously can't be a diagonal here because we have taken out the low here, right? Yeah. This could be some kind of, I don't know, this looks more like a 3. There is divergence there though. See the candle structures here. Yeah, you can't really see any 1 2 here. But maybe it ends here. So we would have an ABC here. And then another ABC here. Then we would be continuing this trend, and we would have a structure like this. Or 1 2 3 4 5. Retracement 1 2 3 4 5 to create a structure of this. That might be a play here actually, as we have the good thing here, what I see is we came through a previous order block or a area of resistance here, and now we are retracing a bit. So I'll set an alert below this here. Look for a bit of a pullback, look for longs to the upside. The only invalidation, however, is this low here, and we want to be seeing some decent risk to reward ratios here before entering anything. PayPal actually decent looking. We had 3. This could be already done. This probably doesn't provide us any more setups here. I think I missed that completely. I think we were talking about that setup, weren't we? I guess I didn't have alerts for it or something. Divergences here. It could be that we have some kind of weird structure like that. This does look like 5, but this is as well one of those that could be labeled as 5, which is problematic. This looks like a 3 coming down, potential 5 up. This looks like 5 coming down though, but it's not as deep, so you definitely have like a time to create a zigzag here. I probably want to be having an alert somewhere around here, so I can go long against the lows. Obvious support areas is here somewhere around $19. Okay, look at that. Nvidia is finally coming up to the end of our bull count here. It's been a long time coming. Let's see. So we had the wave 4 here, and then we were expecting the move upside, which we got. I feel like there is probably divergence somewhere on this. I feel like this might be already the 5th. This looks very impulsive though as well. You could be looking, maybe I'm going to be setting alerts above these, so I kind of want to be longing this though, although the count is ready. But the structure is giving me 3 wave here, or a B, C, some kind of A, B, C, D, E, some kind of triangle possibilities there. Maybe up. Maybe even all-time highs. But if this is a 3, we are creating an ABC up, and then we are going to be getting a continuation of this. So keep that in mind. So targeting first this. That would be just basically one-to-one trade. Not the best. But maybe once we take out that all-time highs, when we can just put our stop on break even or bit positive. This was what we were drawing. Well, we got that wave 4 here, but never got this wave 1. which we could have entered. This is very similar to what we had on Nvidia here, right? This being a potential 3, 4, and 5. Let's see, is this like a, what? Semiconductor. This is looking exactly like Nvidia's chart here locally. That is interesting. Maybe we can add Nvidia. NVDA. Yeah, look at that. Very similar. You can see how much more Nvidia has performed, 60% to 20%. But they are going very much hand in hand. Yeah, that is funny. It probably is the exact same count, to be honest. Dan X Semiconductor though. Look at that. It has such a history. Such a history compared to Nvidia. And this is Nvidia's. This bit. Regular. Yeah, that is funny. That's funny. Probably want to be setting alerts there as well on this one. Let me get rid of that. We already have the alerts there on Nvidia, so I'll just set some here as well so I can remember that. Google. Yeah, I still have that alert above. So if this creates that 3-wave, then I'd be interested in shorting against the high, basically. Nothing has changed. AMD created a new low, and then not all-time highs though. But we have created this flat here, which looks really good. If this comes down, let's see, starting that 1-to-1, I'll say alert, and then could be looking for long. And this would be the minimum extension. We had a 3-wave here. Why am I still interested in this is because this, if this was the 3-wave, or even into here, we would have some kind of 3-wave in here. This would probably be the first one. The issue with this count, however, is that this structure here is so much larger than here, which should be the higher degree. So it should be smaller, this one here. But look, I would just trade this locally here. If we do this, I'd be going long, targeting the highs to create this some kind of 3-way structure at least. But yeah, that's all the stocks now. All the stocks. Check out some crypto at the end here. Bitcoin is still doing this similar structure. I still have it as a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the third. I'm not quite sure now where we are at within that wave 4. Because it's not really clear the structures now. I think it is. I think we are still within that wave 4, but where, I'm not quite sure. I was looking for some kind of diagonal options there, where maybe this would be a 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 and 5. However, now this is so long that I'm not really liking that. We did take out that liquidity there before this kind of rise, small rise, and there is some kind of divergence, but again, RSI here is based on the closes, so here and here. But it's still possible to have that diagonal there as well, where this 3 here would be the wave 1, some kind of 2, 3, 4, 5 to come back into these highs, for example. Let's see what kind of yeah, somewhere here or here, 50.23C. Yeah. I'll just set some lines here for me. This would be, I just know by colors that these would be meaning the point of control and the value area, high or low. But yeah, we could still do something like this. But yeah, if we see some kind of something like this again, I would be looking for longs. This to me was very clear as a 5. Obviously it wasn't because we had taken out the low. But I would always look for a retracement here and try to long it, because the risk to reward ratios and the probabilities is with that setup. ETH sideways as well, not as long though, since Bitcoin 14th of February, this was the ETH 3-way structure I had, and then since then we've had some kind of 5 wave, and now again some kind of potential wave 4 here, but it's not as easy to label on these higher time frames at least. I think some of these were thirds of thirds, so if we had to label this, maybe some kind of 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we get this mess overlaps. That is wave 4 something. Maybe this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. So this would have to be 3, 4. But now we are still in that sideways action. So I kind of would like that this would be the third wave, and this is some kind of wave 4. Yeah. But ETH is a bit different. I think I would be interested in ETH if we take out this low. I'll set an alert there. If we take the liquidity from there and get impulsive structure from there, then I might be going for long one more time for that 3k of something, 3.2 maybe. AVAX. Yeah. I think I did a video on AVAX on the CTC YouTube, where I was talking about, let me see if I have the markings here. Where is everything? Nothing is coming up. Maybe I did it on different. Oh, this is on Binance. I think I had it on BingX or something. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah. Again, this is not complete macro, but like 23 end. So December, some kind of 3 wave coming down, another 3 wave going up, and then we'd be looking for a couple of different alternatives here, as in the way it would be moving. So either we have a structure of something like this, as some kind of flat, or that this B or secondary wave structure, the retracements of this first one is done, and we are creating this. But by the expectation is that because this did not retrace enough of the first leg, we'd be expecting a 3 wave coming down here. But yeah, we'll see how this is coming together. It could be even a 5 here, but it's extension wise it's not there. 1-to-1 it fits better. 1-to-1 it was it. Yeah, but that's AVAX. Where was I? Over here. What else do we have? White coin. ZIL as well. 3 ways down, 3 ways up at the moment. I'm not sure if this is done though. We had very impulsive structure here. Maybe we get something like that and then look for lows or continuation to the downside. Of course, this could be continuation to the upside as well. We don't know yet. Bet had a massive run here as well. 1, 2, not the best looking structures here. Where you'd be saying that, oh, look at that 5 wave. But I guess you could say that 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. There you go, and then 3 wave pulled back, and this is what you want to be seeing. Some kind of impulsive structure that goes through this previous order block, and then a 3-way structure coming down. It could be that this is the low as well already, and some kind of diagonal. Very overlapping structure here though. But yeah, this 3-way was the giveaway, and then we should have gone up, and that would have worked very, very nicely. Obviously, if you held massive run. Why is that? 90%. That is odd. Maybe some kind of diagonal or just a continuation to the downside maybe on Phantom. So I made another video here as well about this, similar to AVAX unfortunately, where we have 3 wave up. This is basically the very key. Why? Because again, this is not updated count, but because this is hitting very close to the 1-to-1 here, it is very good chance that this is an ABC, or was it this low? I can't remember, but one of these lows as an ABC. If these lows are taken, then it is confirmed that this is an ABC. Of course, it doesn't mean that we can't climb higher, where we could even pivot from here, where we could be pivoting to create a WXY to the upside, right? Like so. To create some kind of 3 here, 3 here, and then 5 down. To create a larger structure. But yeah, it's not really looking too hot. I would not really. I mean, let's see the very local. The issue, even though this looks very impulsive, is that we have a structure here that could be an ABC, and then we would just continue to the downside. These are, of course, opportunities to go long against the low somewhere, or against an extension of some sort. But the issue for me is that we did not get a clear V-cut where it's not, because this is very likely still being a flat or expanded flat. Especially if this extends to 1.236. Yeah, that is basically the target area for expanded flats. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not liking that too much. And this kind of looks better. Kinda. Very choppy here though. You could actually look for a potential wave 4 play here. If this is some kind of 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we would need to basically have it by now done. Oops. 38.2 here as well. Some kind of 3-wave here. I kinda, let's see. Oh yeah, look at that RSI here. So this is what we want to see for a ABC structure. Kind of weird that it didn't get even close to this top. But this is nice to see as well. Potential 5-wave here, some kind of divergences here, and then a move. I probably want to be playing this if we come down here. So this is Atom. I think Atom is one of those that I haven't played that much at all, because the structures for it has been so bad. But yeah, I would not go in on full position, but a scalp position instead. If it works out, then it works out. If it not, then that's all good. But yeah, somewhere in here against the low. So if this indeed is a 3-way structure that is finished, then we'd be targeting these, something like this. I'll set an alert for myself here. And probably somewhere in here to cancel the order. What else do we have? Theta does not look that good, even though we had a massive pump. It could be actually just creating some kind of wave 4 during the weekend 5. It would be still fitting very well as well. XRP. Let me see if there is some people in the chat still participating. Not really. I can't see the viewers, I don't think. So yeah, oh well. I saw that Gerald post that ribbon request earlier, but yeah, I guess they're not in here anymore. But yeah, I think that is pretty much all the things I want to cover. 48 minutes. And yeah, that's that. If you're interested in getting signals, check us out on Counter Capital. Our Discord you can find here as well by going through Join Now or Discord. And also my course available on Udemy if you're interested in that. Elliott Wave and RSI Advanced course. This should be a note that it's not intermediary. So if you haven't studied Elliott Wave at all, probably want to check out some basics first. I have a basics on Patreon, which you can definitely go through in a month. And yeah, I hope that is all that you need. Or that is actually all that you need, because this is the next course I designed as a continuation for that first one. So again, it includes all the theory with the RSIs, the cycles, how you compare structures, and the strategies that I use with all the time analysis and everything. But that's all for now. Thanks for again watching, and I'll catch you again next week. Bye bye.